Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Break the Fake, where we debunk fake news and combat false narratives. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee, and let's get rolling. Now let's dive into the latest episode of the geopolitical buddy comedy that is Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping's friendship. Recently, our favorite bunker-dwelling Putin made his first foreign visit post-election to meet Xi in Beijing. Now I put the election in quotes because calling what they do election is like calling a toddler scribbles the Mona Lisa. It's not just inaccurate, it's downright laughable. Anyhow, during this cozy little dictator rendezvous, Putin gleefully reminded everyone that Xi also made Russia his first stop after his own election victory. It's like watching two schoolyard bullies high-five each other for stealing lunch money and then congratulating each other on their fair play. Seriously, these two wouldn't know a real election if it hit them in the face with a ballot box. But wait, it gets better. In their meeting, these autocratic lovebirds made some important declarations. They've agreed to increase the scale of joint military exercises and deepen their defense and military ties, because nothing says peace and stability like two authoritarian regimes ramping up their military bromance. They also took the opportunity to blame the United States for disturbing the balance of security in the world. Oh, the irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Now, in a moment that felt like a bad improv sketch, Putin and Xi essentially looked at each other and said, "You know what would really show the world our commitment to peace? More tanks and more war games." And just to add a cherry on top of this sundae of absurdity, Putin and Xi made a point of orienting their mercenaries using the sun because apparently compasses and maps are too mainstream for the Russian military. So they're out there telling Nepalese mercenaries, west is Ukraine, east is Russia, you know where the sun rises, right? Just follow that. It's like the worst GPS system ever invented. In 500 meters, turn left at the burning village.
Да.
Да, да, да. Север Украины, смотри. А, так. North, west. North, west. Правильно? Север, север.
South.
Вот.
South.
Хохлы.
Украина. Север.
Юг, юг.
Ukraine.
Юг,
Ukraine.
Russian.
Окей.
Солнце знаешь, откуда встает?
Солнце.
Вот. По солнцу ориентируйтесь. Куда солнце, а где встает и где садится. Север там, юг там. Все, не забывайте это.
Ну как так?
Туда не стреляем. Туда стрелять не надо. Туда стрелять, ну так ничего. Не, пацаны.
Туда? Yeah.
Приятного аппетита.
वो ड्रोन जरिए हम रखो इधर ही है अपने रशिया नहीं इधर रशिया इधर ही
Так, все, пошли дальше. Все, давай.
Там что, пройдем, не пройдем мы там через это? А, вон, пошли там пройдем.
Все.
Вас тут одних бросили, я в шоке. Давайте.
Спасибо.
Не за что. Здорово. Охуеть.
Let's now talk about the latest chapter in the never-ending saga of Russia's military bromance with Belarus. According to Belarusian railway insiders, yes, that's apparently a thing now, Belarus is once again preparing to receive Russian military convoys. We're talking about trains loaded with military equipment, ammunition, and Russian soldiers. And if you think that's bad, it gets even worse. Some of those convoys are coming straight from the occupied territories of Ukraine. But wait, there's more. The railway staff are reportedly taking measures to ensure the secrecy of these military transports, because nothing says top secret like 100 tanks rolling through your backyard. Seriously, this level of subtlety makes a herd of elephants look like stealth ninjas. Let's be clear, this isn't just a logistical exercise, it's a full-blown clandestine operation. The kind of secrecy where everyone knows what's happening but pretends that they don't, much like a toddler hiding behind a curtain with their feet sticking out. Belarus and Russia are putting so much effort into this facade, it's almost cute, like watching a bad magic trick where you can see the wires, the mirrors, and the magician's disappointed face. So while Belarus prepared for the influx of Russian military might, let's not forget the big picture here. This is a desperate attempt by Russia to bolster its military presence under the guise of secrecy, in a partnership that's about as transparent as a brick wall. And remember, the next time you see a train loaded with tanks, just pretend you didn't see anything. It's what the Belarusian railway would want. Now let's get back to Ukraine. We have seen over the course of the war that it is not uncommon for soldiers from both sides to place landmines so that the enemy cannot advance further. They rig roads, positions in forests, as well as the entrance to cities. However, when you're at war with the Russians, you can mine even more interesting things. Let's take a look. We all remember how the Russians were stealing from Ukrainian homes in the first month of the invasion, and it's been an ongoing thing. Microwaves, fridge, TVs, even household items. Well, apparently the Ukrainians have found a solution. Meanwhile, Serhiy Lyshenko, an advisor in the Ukrainian president's office, is jazzing up Kyiv's nightlife scene. It seems like even amid the challenges, Ukraine embraces the spirit of individual expression.
Гру на гітарі, ви знаєте, я йому вдячний, тому що тепер ніхто не може сказати, що я не маю права грати діджей-сети в Києві, тому що якщо Блінкін може грати на гітарі, то я маю право грати діджей-сети. І вони теж не дуже довгі, десь 1 годину тривають і не дуже часто.
So whether it's Blinken strumming his guitar or Lyshenko spinning tracks as a DJ, everyone's getting a chance to show off their hidden talents. And hey, if any Russian propagandists ever want to belt out tunes celebrating Ukraine, they should definitely drop by. Ukrainians are known for their warm hospitality. And with that, we conclude this edition of Break the Fake. But for more news update and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.